So this is Sarah Daldarawi. I'm from العربية news channel. I'm very happy to meet you guys and congratulations on the show. A lot of people are saying that this season seems to be the most difficult one, specifically with the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. How did that affect you?
I'm a staunch royalist. I even used to cry when she came out of Buckingham Palace in a car. That's how bad I was.
Oh.
It was awful. I thought she'd live like the Queen Mother to 101. I was sure she would.
Yeah, the character you're playing.
Yeah, it was awful, awful.
Very sad, yeah.
A woman who's given us her whole life, really.
You were coming to it from, we're all, British citizens, and had that reaction to it because this is part of our fabric of our nation and
yes.
we've all lived the last 70 years or whatever, and also you're playing her family and you've been invested in that for nearly 2 years or whatever, so it was sort of on all levels momentous, I'd say.
But do you think her passing will have an effect on how the public will perceive this season in particular?
Of course, I do think. I mean, I think, we're into an examination of past events that people remember now. So, but I think there's, the storm in the teacup that is the media frenzy at the moment will subside, and once this series has been watched, it's an even-handed examination of these people's emotional landscape at the time, and I think people need to come to it with an open heart, an open mind, and not have too much preconception of what they think it's going to be like. I think we all agree on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but since you brought up the huge dispute and the huge debate, there's also a lot of talk about the need to put a disclaimer saying that the show is fictional, based on real life events and all that. Where do you stand on this debate?
Sorry, what is the debate? Just to be clear, what is the debate? Whether there should be a disclaimer or not?
Yes.
I mean, personally, I think now we're on season 5, and the show is a very well known. I don't think it needs it, but if some people feel that it has to be there in order to make it very clear that this is a television drama as opposed to a documentary, then that's fine. That's more of a sort of a television executive decision. But I think personally, I think that the audience are being underestimated.
Absolutely.
By the people who think that it's not implicit in the drama that this isn't a documentary.
That's an interesting point you're mentioning, but a lot of people are saying that specifically people outside of the UK will take it as, or in a documentary kind of way. People are actually talking about it as if it's actual facts.
If they're sensible, they will know that we don't know what was said behind closed palace doors by a royal.
Isn't that just conjecture anyway? I mean, all the millions of people, fantastic millions of people that watch this great show, how do we know that someone in Israel or America or wherever is going to take this as absolute fact?
That's a great word, conjectural. It is all conjecture.
It's a television show on Netflix.
Everyone knows it's a meticulously worked piece of historical fiction, and it is a fiction, and it's made by dramatists and creatives and writers, and it is our need as a human race to imagine the emotional landscape of people in our public lives, and that's a legitimate subject. I would say that to examine the head that wears the crown is a legitimate subject to dramatize, and at no point has anyone really looked at it. It's a drama, a beautifully made piece of drama. So I think you're right. I think the audiences at the moment are being patronized, I would say, and we have a relationship with our creative teams and our audience, and have to have a relationship with the press, but the things we're all interested in and the creators of this program is our audience, and that relationship is nuanced. And I think, in the words of Princess Anne, I would say everyone needs to calm down.
That's another thing. Do you have anything similar between you guys and your characters? I mean, I know, Claudia, you actually grew to like Princess Anne, right? or you'd like her from the beginning?
In all seriousness, I would hold her up as a feminist icon for, you know, our generation, the younger generation. You know, she is a exceptional character who, unlike a sort of modern sensibility, she puts her role before her personality. She is a lesson in understanding, you know, the limits and the possibilities of her job description, which I think is awe-inspiring. And this is someone who has never wavered. You know, her work ethic is exceptional. Her personal sense of, you know, of duty and her lack of vanity, her sense of humour. I think she's genuinely a woman I hugely look up to. Her achievements.
There's a lot of the Queen in her, isn't there?
There's a lot of the Queen in her and her father.
Yes, sounds so. What about you, Marsha?
The things I've got like the Queen Mother are bad teeth and a hip. But to have that energy and that love of life and be adored by so many people, I haven't got that yet, but I'm working on it. And she was reviewing troops at the age of 101.
Yes, amazing.
Quite extraordinary. So I'm aiming for that.
Yeah, aren't we all? I'm sorry, but James, Yani,
I think the thing that me and Andrew have in common is we're roughly the same height.
Okay, yes, because it's actually, it's more difficult for you since a lot of people are actually attacking Prince Andrew, especially with the Epstein scandal and all that. So I'm sure it's very difficult for you. Have you heard any kind of criticism?
Not really, no. I think people, again, the great majority of the people who watch the show or are familiar with the show will understand that I'm an actor playing a part.
Yes.
And that's where
But is it difficult to love the part?
No, it's very easy with the material that I've been given. Peter has written a character that is fun to play. I mean, there's levity in this role. He's a bit of light relief, I think, with everything else that's going on around him. So that's always fun to play and relish as an actor. You know, the sort of the humor, if I can say.
Yeah. Do you think there will be a season 6?
We're filming it.
You're filming it. Okay.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Final season.
Yeah, we don't finish till April or May.
Okay, and it will be the final season because
because
first we thought the 5th season will be the final season.
Yes.
Say again?
Yeah.
It was said first that the 5th season is going to be the last season.
The 6th is definitely the final season. We're shooting the 6th and final season.
Okay, so we're not going to get the 7th where we actually get to see the grandkids grow up and all that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You have to ask Peter, but
there's no distance yet.
Yeah. Thank you guys for your time. Lovely talking to you. I really wish you all the best. And really, it's a lovely show. I loved all of you, honestly. It was just great watching it. And I hope people enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
much.
much.